It's DE World's Lumi headset. You're seeing it live. We take a look at the DE Lumi Earbuds illuminated light-up headphones. Welcome everybody, a Spike Studio product review, this time from DE World. They're back. We did one of their portable chargers previously. This is Lumi. This is their light-up headphones. Kind of an interesting idea. If you want to be noticed even more when you're on the phone and wearing headphones, these light up with the beat of the music. So we'll take a look inside the package. We'll look at what they include with it, how it works and functions, and of course we'll have a live demo when we get to the end. Lightweight, small package. You don't expect there to be a lot inside of here. This is the green color. It does have a few, as you can see, the green. So different size earbuds come included. Small, medium, and large. You have to pick the right size for your ear. All of that should be standard for you with any headphones you get nowadays. They want to make sure that it fits your ear properly. Included, and we'll make special note of this, was this little plastic bag. This is a charging cable. So guess what? It's another one of your USB, micro USB chargers. If you have one already, you should be fine. Notice there's no plug to it, so you can plug it into a computer. You can plug it into your wall like we have here in the studio. So we have the actual plugs in the walls that have the USB ports for charging. But you'll need this to charge up the device itself. What do we get with the device? Well, of course we get the lovely earbuds that come on it, as well as the other sizes, and it's in there good. Well, that's nice. It's great packaging. It's a heavier, thicker cable because of the lighting that's inside of it. It has a standard jack, so this should fit any of your phones, any of your iPods. Anything takes a standard 3.5mm jack. This bigger part, the clip, a little bigger than usual. The reason being is, one, you have to charge it, but it also has your controls that are on the sides. Charging it is a little bitty flip-up piece right here. As you can see where the micro USB goes, right there is where that will be. So this little protective cover slips in and out. Then you have the volume rocker here on the side. You can also answer calls. It also has an illumination for call settings. We're going to take a look at all those in demo. And then it has a clip on the back for clipping it to your clothes. We're going to light it up. We're going to talk about battery life, how well that functions, and do some live demos, maybe dim the studio lights, see how bright it can actually get. So one section we wanted to do was a live phone call. We left them on. I wanted to know if not just music did it, but a standard phone call, plus to hear the quality of how it sounds. So we'll make a phone call. Now, it should be ringing in just a second. Let's see if we get the light when it rings. That's the actual ringing that you're seeing. Plus, there's the microphone on here. Then when the call answers, we should get the same result we got when they were singing, but we should see it in voice. Oh, so the call connected. So if someone talks on the other end, okay, so I inserted this in the middle as part of the review because we did the test calls, and what we noticed is on certain phones, not on all of them, it's very weird, we used a Galaxy, we used an HTC, we used a BlackBerry, iPhone, and from certain phones to certain phones, if you had the light on during phone calls, we're talking about during phone calls only, not during the music playing, but during phone calls, they received an extra sound on the other phone, a to-doing, as a word, a to-doing. They actually sounded like you, when this flashed, it was really bizarre. Basically, they would get a sound effect back on that one, and it didn't work from every phone to every phone, only certain phones going across. We tried to narrow the list down. We do know that Android was involved in one end or the other, but it's always when this was plugged into the talking phone and you had the lights on. Now, when the lights were off, we had no problem. With lights were on, I don't know what goes through here that processes to light up the signal, but they would get an extra doing on the other end when you were talking. It was obnoxious as could be. So you may not want to use this when you're in talking mode, but my feeling is there's this toggle switch for on and answer calls. Is it you leave it on all the time? Do you pause the music? Just be aware, we did encounter that on some of the phones. We want to put that in the middle of the review. So we'll go back to the rest now. So what you'll notice is when it actually rang through, of course, you're still getting the actual light up inside of the headset itself. It does the same thing it does with the music, just not as cool, but it's picking up on the voice that's in there. Now, how long the battery lasts in the other ones is yet to be seen. We didn't have time to go through and just run it for hours and days, but they do provide a good instruction book that comes along with it. And then if you're actually streaming music, one benefit we saw when you're streaming music, and you got to stick this headphone in a little bit. We noticed that the jack, for some reason, just needs a little extra push inside the devices. So this is playing streaming radio. So the call quality was good. You get the actual light up when you're playing in the different music. We've played the different genres. All that's been done without any problems at all. Now, the instruction book says, of course, charge from the side and the on-off. Now, one thing I want to talk about with the book that shows you a little bit differently is on the side of this. And I thought it was a rocker at first, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't read the instructions. I thought these two little knobs on the side were the rocker, up and down for volume. You still use your phone for the volume control. What you have is the actual power button is the lower one. You hold that on and off for 2 seconds. It'll blink when it's ready to go. We'll put it up close. I'll hold it 1, 2, and there it just blinked and it went off. So now it's in standby mode. So now you can use it as a normal headset. You can also then turn it back on. The light up part is what you need the power for. The top button is to answer calls, to end calls, and play the music itself. So it is a total control device once it's plugged in. Otherwise, charge it up fully. You'll know that it's fully charged when the indicator light switches from red to green. Note, this can take several hours. So it'll take you quite a few hours to actually charge this up. Of course, there's going to be some sort of battery and a bunch of components that are inside of this that take care of that. There was nothing else fancy. I mean, the book is that simple. It's blank on the other side. So I want to thank DE World and Lumi for sending this over. Make sure you try all the different headset sizes when you do it. And make sure that you pick the right color too, because the green was very cool. I think there was also a blue and a couple other ones that are out there. Make sure you subscribe to all the product reviews we offer here at Spike Studio. Get your hands on this. It's online. There's a bunch of different colors. And if you have other questions, please let me know. Contact us in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.